Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment, and an indoor hot tub, pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Welcome to 939 and Wild Today's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. First up this early afternoon with a tip-off of noon is the Thunder Basin Lady Bolts versus the Riverton Lady Wolverines here at historic Storey Gym on the campus, if you will, of Laramie SD. It's no longer a campus for students per se, like Central, South, and East, but is where some of the bigger games in the history of the state of Wyoming have been played. And, of course, usually when East, South, or Central play each other, it's right here. So Riverton, of course, 1-2 in this tournament in this invitational thus far. So they are coming in with a record of 3-7. Thunder Basin comes in to this game at 5-3. They have won both of their games so far. A reminder that we're kind of doing like we did on Friday. We've got a game at noon between Thunder Basin and Riverton on the girls' side. Then we'll have a break. I'm sure I'll go get gas and whatnot for the trip home tonight, and we'll head over to Cheyenne East, where the Wolverines and the Thunderbirds will face off at 4:30 in kind of the nightcap or weekend cap. The last game of the tournament for both will be over there, so that'll be an exciting game as always. As we take a look at the Thunder Basin Lady Bolts coming into this invitational, because that's the most up-to-date stats we have, averaging about 45.5 points per game, surrendering about 53, though. Their leading scorer is Ashton Ketchum with 13.5 points per game. Next to her is Addison Rouse and Reese McGrath, both with right around 8. Leading the team in rebounds is Bailey Rouse. She's averaging just over 8 rebounds per game. Very much so on the more predicated towards the defensive end. Not a ton of offensive rebounds. They do average just over 7.5 offensive rebounds per game, but Rouse's stats very heavily favor the defensive side. Leading the team in assists is Reese McGrath, and leading the team in steals is Bailey Rouse. She also leads the team in blocks, but not a huge blocking team. Unlike Central, who we saw yesterday, they only average 2.5 per game. Only one person with 1 per game. Now, at the same time, Bailey Rouse does lead the team in turnovers. She turns the ball over 7.2 times per game. They're just slightly better than Riverton on the turnovers, averaging 21.7 per game. From the free throw line, much like a lot of teams that we've seen down here, not overly good. As a team, there's a big drop-off between those who are good, like Isabel Carter at 83%, Ashton Ketchum at 83%, and then like Bailey Rouse at 65%, and then it just keeps going down all the way down to Reese McGrath, who is 29%. Decent two-point shooting team, 40% from two-point land. Three-pointers, not horrid, but only 28%. They've only taken 113 all year. Contrast that to Riverton, who, oddly enough, Riverton's only taken 60 this year because that's not really their game. As you look at the Riverton Wolverines, again, Carson Vosica came into this tournament with 13 average. That went up probably on Thursday night, went right back down on Friday. Leesburg, who's had a bit of a tough time in the scoring department past several of the last few games, does average right under 9. Leading the team in rebounds is Tatum Tyra. Leading the team in assists is Leesburg, and that's important. Maybe even more important than her scoring. You'd like to see the scoring get up, but Leesburg is the guard. When she's not able to play, she's been in foul trouble once. Fouled out once. Got severe foul trouble. It does not bode well. That's the one area that the Lady Wolverines aren't overly deep at. We're seeing Ari Van Fleet get a little more playing time, but not a lot as of yet. Leesburg has to be the one who helps make things go, especially on the offensive end, especially because after watching Central last night, teams are going to bring back the press. Leesburg's able to break it. You could tell they kind of back off a little bit when she's the one breaking it. When it's going post to post, like Taylor to Tyra to Mathil, it's a little bit more difficult. Leesburg is the offensive equivalent of really Timbry Mathil on the defensive end. She kind of helps make that trap go along with Leesburg and a couple others, but she's kind of the lead person on it. She's also the person who's able to get into a press even after a miss, which you don't see at a whole lot of levels. So Riverton came in shooting three, only 1 out of every 5, 25%. Now, again, they don't shoot a whole lot of them. 35% from 2, would like to get that percentage up. And free throw line, 57%. And much like the Thunder Basin Lady Bolts, it's a difference in certain players. Taylor came in at 83%, Carson Vosica at 77%, Taylor Leesburg at 69%. Then you kind of fall off. Even within the starters, Tyra and Mathil both in the 40s, Aspen Gordon in the 50s, and Taryn Weber in the 30s. So that has got to improve. Riverton averages 23 boards per game, 8 on the offensive end. You like to see them get some second chances tonight. Averaging 21.9 turnovers. That has gone up after last night. But we'll see. Both teams on a bit of tired legs, so it'll be a tough one. And when we return, we'll take a look at the Ranger keys to the game here on WYO Today at 939 KTAK.
Education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 939 KTAK and YO Today. Ranger keys to the game. Really simple. On tired legs, Riverton's going to have to find that defensive pressure, and they're going to have to get out and break. It's as simple as that. That is going to be pretty much the keys to the game for the whole season, if you want to be honest. They are going to have to dictate tempo. They're going to have to dictate the defensive end. And if they can get out in the break, and specifically to Carson Vosica, and then lesser to Timbry, Mathil, and Leesburg and whatnot, if they can run that play on the break and get her, those little 4-foot shots, which seems to be almost a set secondary break style play, they're going to be able to have some success against a lot of teams. Maybe not the elite, maybe not the top tiers, maybe not the East of the world, or at least traditionally the East of the world, or the Codys when they were in 4A, but they're going to be able to compete with a lot of teams just because defense can be a great equalizer and points off the break. Now, conversely, another Ranger key to the game, got to stay out of foul trouble. To a great extent. Of course, we've already gone over Taylor Leesburg in the guard situation, but even the post, because the post, as far as size and strength goes, it's Aspen Gordon off the bench along with the 3 starters, and then that's kind of it. You can get some good minutes out of Kimber Mathil. You can get some good minutes from Taryn Weber. Taryn Weber, not really the size-wise a true post player. Kimber Mathil, the height, not necessarily the shoulder strength quite yet, as she comes on to be a good player. So you got to stay out of foul trouble, and especially early on. But one of the things that is going to show today, too, if all those happen, is still going to be conditioning. How's the condition of both teams? They both played, even if you haven't played a doubleheader, Riverton's played 3 games in 2 days. And this will be the 4th, and then they're headed home. So, what are the legs like? You do not expect either team, quite frankly, to be good at shooting from the outside. They aren't really anyway, but especially on tired legs, you expect a lot of those 3-point shots would come up short, and possibly even like the 15 and 12-foot shots could come up a little short as the legs are gone. That's going to do it for the Ranger Keys of the game. When we return, it'll be time for the Arapahoe First starting lineup here on YO Today at 939 KTAK.
Has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back for Riverton. That's all we're going to get because they're not doing PA announcements for starters. We'll get to the starters for Thunder Basin as we go. But it'll be number 2 sophomore Carson Vosica, and then the group of seniors, number 11, Taylor Leesburg, number 22, Lexi Taylor, number 23, Timbry Mathil, and number 21, Tatum Tyra. They are led by Coach Bosner. That's going to do it for the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. Thanks to them, the Ranger and Arapahoe First, for helping us out. And we are going live.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
If you just took a look at it, so there we go. We didn't realize we'd gone mute for a second. Got that all squared away. Into Vosica, drives in, up and good. And it's 6-4. Quickly into the front court, puts up a bank shot. Does Thunder Basin? It's up and out, no good. Rebound by Riverton. They get it to Leesburg after a little bit of pressure by the Lady Bolts. Taylor brings it up, goes for two. No good, and it goes out of bounds off Thunder Basin. So Riverton, you can't ask for much better at the moment. You're down by 2 with 5 turnovers in less than half a quarter played. Taylor inbounding, and there's turnover number 6. Didn't get it quite out to Mathil. Brought over the timeline by Ketchum. Ketchum swinging it around and winds up with McGrath. Now Bailey Rouse back down to swinging it to the corner for McGrath. 3 on the way. Good. 9-4 now. Full court press in effect. Now a trap on Leesburg. She has to ditch it, and she throws it away into the paint. Put up, no good, but a foul. Looks like Addison Rouse will go. No, it's going to be offensive foul. No, it's going to be a travel, on Addison Rouse. So Riverton will get the ball back, and it's stolen immediately out of the press again. Swing it to the corner. 3 on the way. Good by Ketchum. Thunder Basin now out to a 12-4 lead here with 3:14 left to play in the quarter. We get a foul on the press. Looks like that's going to go against McGrath. That'll be her second, team third. Riverton is substituted now as we have Aspen Gordon in the game. For Tyra, Vosica with it on the right wing as they cross the timeline. Going down towards the corner, looks for Mathil, gets it to her. Mathil now tied up. It'll be a possession arrow ball. Should favor Thunder Basin, and it does. Bolts dribble into a trap, but they're able to pass out of it. But I do believe she fell out of bounds as she was still holding the ball. She did. It'll be the third turnover of the day against the Bolts. Riverton desperately needing some points here. Inbound is to Vosica. Full court man-to-man press with a little bit of a trap action, and they're going to get a foul as Leesburg was cutting for the ball, and Bailey Rouse just took her out. That'll be the team fourth. It'll be Bailey Rouse's second. So Riverton will be in the bonus on any foul the rest of the way in the quarter. No, Bosner Oh, no, they did not call the foul. Excuse me. I was looking down to put it in the score sheet. Bosner may be in danger here of a tee because Leesburg got taken out and they called a travel. So they swing it for a 3 on its way. No good by Ketchum. Take the bonus off. Rebounded by Thunder Basin. They're going to shoot another 3. No good. Rebound by Thunder Basin's Walker. They're going to shoot another 3 with Ketchum. No good. And finally, Tyra, who's come back in, catches it. She tries to get it to Mathil off the rebound and throws it away for turnover number 8. 2:18 to play here in the first quarter, and it has been sloppy for the Wolverines. Luckily, Thunder Basin not shooting extremely well, but they still lead by 8. They get inside. Floater on the way up and good by Hastrider. It's now a 10-point lead. Trap in the corner. They threw it in the coffin corner. You do not want that. Tyra now with it. Back to Leesburg, and they're going to get over center court. Leesburg inside to Taylor. Taylor pump fakes up and good. Now that's a nice little play. Taylor with her first points of the day. 14-6 here in the first quarter. Under a minute 40 to play. Swing at the corner. They're going to shoot a 3 again. No good. Aspen Gordon chases down the rebound. Thunder Basin getting a little too reliant on 3s. They missed like 4 in a row now. Tyra looking for Taylor, throws it away. Turnover number 9. It'll be Thunder Basin Lady Bolt ball. Minute 23 left here in the first quarter. Over midcourt into the corner for Walker. Walker passes into the paint and a little bit of interior passing, and they get a wide open shot for Bailey Rouse. Sends the lead back out to 10, 16-6. Leesburg coming across the middle court line, gets it down to Vosica. Inside to Mathil. She puts it up, no good, but she will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is against Walker, I do believe. And that's the 4th foul. It is against her. It's her first. Mathil from the line. First one on its way. In and out, no good. Rattled between the cylinder and then popped right back out. Second one on its way up and good. 16-7. Under 50 seconds now in the quarter. Looking inside, beautiful interior passing, and they just miss it, but gets her own rebound, does Ketchum. Kicks it outside, now back to Ketchum for 3. Left short, no good. Ketchum gets the rebound again, but then stolen away by Aspen Gordon, and we're going to get a tied ball. So possession error will favor the Wolverines with 33.7 seconds left. Taylor to inbound. Gets it in to Tyra. Gets it back to Taylor. Bring it over center court. Looking to get it to Tyra, and it's stolen away. Bringing it over is Carter with 16 seconds left. Carter tied up momentarily, but gets it away to Bailey Rouse. Rouse to Addison Rouse. Rouse looking to drive down. Has to pick up her dribble. Kicks it out. Intercepted by Mathil with 2 seconds. 1 second. Long shot. No good. So that is going to do it for the first quarter. Riverton Wolverines with some work to do. Down 9, 16-7. We'll be right back here on WYO Today at 939 KTAK.
You don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County. and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back. 16-7 as we start the second quarter here. It will start out with Thunder Basin having the basketball and the 9-point lead. It'll be your starters of Mathil, Vosica, Leesburg, Taylor, and Tyra in for Riverton. Throwing it around the horn, now driving in, just found a way to part it through some patience, and Ketchum now has 5, and the lead is at its largest, 11 points. Stolen on the inbound, they lay it up, no good. Trying to fight for the rebound, they do get it though. Kicks it out, long 2 on the way, no good. And Taylor just took it to the face. She tried to grab the basketball. Popped up right in her nose. She's going to come out for Aspen Gordon, but nonetheless, it will be the second turnover of the quarter already. They're going to swing it over to McGrath. McGrath puts it up, no good. Vosica with the rebound, and then she's going to be held. So that'll be a quick foul, number 1 of the quarter against Thunder Basin. Foul is against. They signaled a hold. They gave him the hold. Okay, there. Now we finally got it. It's against Carter, her first. Inbound is to Carson Vosica. Vosica, long pass on the left side to Gordon. Gordon looking to spin, picks up her dribble. Back out to Leesburg. Leesburg on a nice pick and roll with Vosica, puts it up and good. Vosica now with 4. Need more of that. That was a beautiful little pick and roll. 6:50 to play, I think. No, 6:37. It's 30, not 50. Going inside is Thunder Basin and blocked by Tatum Tyra. That goes out of bounds. They'll stay with the Lady Bolts here, who lead by 9. Looking to inbound is McGrath. McGrath almost has it stolen on the inbound pass, but does get to Addison Rouse. She makes a move, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Taylon Leesburg. And then Taylon Leesburg is going to get held by Addison Rouse. Be Rouse's first, team second of the quarter. Press in full effect. Oh, they wanted the long pass to Leesburg. Vosica just didn't see it. Inbound to Tyra. This is in trouble because of Coffin Corner. Now it looks like they're going to have a chance to break it. Vosica's going to have to run down the long pass. Gets inside to Gordon. Gordon out to Leesburg. Leesburg for 3. It was open look, no good. Fighting for the rebound, and Thunder Basin will come out of it. They're looking to push the pace. They've got 2-on-1, and a wild shot put out, but bailed out on a foul called. McGrath went crazy with that. Foul is going to be against Leesburg. That's her second, team first of the quarter. So something to watch out there since early in the second. First one is up and good by McGrath. McGrath with the second one on its way. Good. Lead back out to 11. Inbound to Vosica. Vosica to Tyra. Tyra driving down the sideline towards the corner. Now picks up her dribble at the wing. Needs some help. No one's coming to her. And she's going to throw it away as she felt that 5 seconds. And it's going to lead to a fast break opportunity. McGrath puts up. No good. Rebound and 1. Rebound is by Ketchum, who will now have a chance for the